Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Farming Your Database. It is I'm going to say a skill set that we talk about frequently, but sometimes we just don't put it into practice. We're always looking for that next new client, yet we have databases of past clients, prospects, or people that we know, and we're just not staying in contact with them often enough, or we're not staying in contact with them at all. So this class, it's probably a short class. It's going to be maybe less than an hour, but it's going to talk about 3 different ways that we can stay in contact with our databases and the resources or the tools that we can use to stay in contact with our databases. I happen to say that we're in the marketing to our database business. We're not in the real estate business. Aaron, you've got contacts, I believe, in your MLS, past clients and prospects, correct?
Yep, absolutely.
And then we all have emails, whether it's Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail. We all got email contacts. And even for those of you that are new in the business, if you don't have a lot of contacts in the MLS, if you don't have a lot of contacts in your Gmails, then just sit down one day and pretend you're putting together a wedding list. Who do you know? Who would you like to invite? I mean, I've got 3 girls and I've had to put together wedding lists. I've had to cut people off the list, and I was getting up there like in the numbers of like 250 people, and it was like, who do I not invite to this wonderful event? You'll be surprised when all of a sudden you have to put down a wedding list, who you know, and then those should be your initial contacts or points of contact to develop spheres and develop referrals from, because the buying of a home, the selling of a home, either one is one of the most major assets that people can go through, either the acquisition of that asset or the selling of that asset, and you don't know when that need arises. But certainly we want to be top of mind. Therefore, marketing to your databases, we're going to go through 3 different approaches here in this PowerPoint. The first one is to call them 3 times per year. I happen to have over 4,000 people in my contacts, and how do I go about making 4,000 phone calls? 3 times a year means every 4 months I'm back in on that database calling people. Well, in essence, I am doing that. I have a team that helps me do that, but I also use something called Phone Burner. We'll see that in a little bit. That helps me get through that process. I'm bringing them I'm in the mortgage business, so I'm just bringing them a mortgage checkup. You guys are in the real estate business. You can be bringing them a real estate checkup in their area. What's new, what's interesting. Low interest rates are providing you with more purchasing power. Are you taking advantage of down payment assistance? It's just a quick and easy message. Whether they take advantage of your message or not, it's the fact that you become now top of mind, that you've reached out to them, that they've had an experience with you, either as a past client, as a prospect, that they're a friend, they're a business associate, but now all of a sudden you're top of mind again, that you're in the real estate business. Emailing automatically, again, I like things that I can just set it and forget it and move on. Aaron, wouldn't it be nice if we had an email system that we could set it up and then forget it for the next 2 years and it would go out to our database twice a month?
Yes, I would love that. Set it and forget it is exactly what sounds perfect.
Great. Well, we're going to see that in a little bit here. And then snail mail, snail mail is underutilized in the sense that even if it's just once a month, a little personal note, because again, emails are somewhat impersonal at times, but when you can all of a sudden personalize it with a little note, even if it's no bigger than a thank you card, but you can also just do a little letter, put it into an envelope, and send it out to your database once a month with your business card. Again, keeps you top of mind, especially if you're farming a particular neighborhood or area. it's nice to make sure that you're staying top of mind in that particular marketplace. Here's an example, talking about the phone calls first. We're going to call 3 times per year. Since 70% of the time we might be leaving a voice message, this is an example of a voice message. And again, I'm going to be giving everybody a copy of this PowerPoint after the class, and you can change the script any way you like. Hi, this is Aaron Bovio with Home Smart Realty. I helped you with the buying or the selling of your home in the past. Again, you may have helped them. You maybe they were a prospect at the time. That I was in the process of helping you find a home in the past. I just wanted to give you a quick thanks for letting me help you out. If ever you have any real estate or mortgage questions or would like to report on home prices in your neighborhood, just give me a call. By the way, I was just looking at some home values in your area, and I think you'll be pleased with what I have to show you. The best number to reach me at is, well, hope all is well and hope to talk with you soon. Oh, also, if you have any friends or family members that could use some honest help, please give me a call about that too. I'd be honored to help out. I'll talk to you when you call back. Have a great day. Pretty easy. You're going to change it the way that you talk, not necessarily the way Glenn talks. Now here, for those that you get live on a phone call, you can, something very similar. Hey, this is Aaron Bovio with Home Smart Realty. I helped you with the buying or selling of your home in the past. I just wanted to give you a quick thanks for letting me help you out. How are you guys doing? Stop, pause. Let them get an answer back, an appropriate answer for you. If you have any real estate or mortgage questions, please give me a call. If you would, grab a pen. I'll give you my number. Give them a couple of seconds. Say the best number to reach me at is, and you can give them your cell phone number. Hope all is well and hope to talk with you soon. Oh, also, do you have any friends or family members that are looking to buy, sell, or refinance a home and could use some honest help? Can you ask, give a pause, see if they have anybody immediately at the top of their mind. It doesn't have to be them. It could be, in my case, I have a daughter who's 24 and she is finally listening to Dad's advice, and she's going to stop renting in the Lincoln Park area in Chicago and she's going to buy a condo. So again, it doesn't have to be them. It could be their son, their daughter, their sister, their brother. See if there's anybody in their immediate family that they know of that could possibly be thinking about buying or selling in the next 12 months. It doesn't have to be in the immediate here and now. Always broaden the approach when you're talking to people to cover a 12-month period, because it may not be today, but we're thinking maybe in 6 months, or I know that my daughter is going to be graduating or her lease is coming up in 6 months, and that we've talked a little bit about buying. She could use some help in the purchase of her next home. Can I count on you to give me a call when you do? I would be honored to help out. I'll talk with you when you call back. Actually, when you're talking live, you're not going to say when you call back. Well, actually, you will be if they're going to be giving you a call once they think of anybody who might be buying or selling in the future. What about people that you haven't spoken to in a few years? I mean, that's somewhat a drawback at times. Aaron, do you ever get a little anxious? Saying, well, boy, I haven't talked to this person in 2 years. Does that give you a little bit of a pause or a little anxiety?
Yep, definitely gives me a little anxiety on whether I should call them or not.
Well, what I've always found in the world of sales is that people think about you a whole lot less than you think they do. So if you just give them a call, give them a reminder that I helped you out, or that we were talking a couple of years ago about possibly buying. You were a renter at the time, you didn't qualify. So there's all sorts of good reasons to refresh their memory as to how and why you know them. But again, I would not let that be a deterrent. There's no money. Let's put it this way. If you don't make the call, there is no money. If you do make the call and they recollect that you were a nice person, that you were trying to help them out in the past, there's a possible sale, there's a possible purchase that, that could provide you with a source of income. I'd say put the date and the times for your 3 calls this year in your calendar today. So when you get this PowerPoint, I think what you should do is then go to a Google Calendar, go to your Yahoo Calendar, go to your Microsoft, your Outlook Calendar, and target your 3 calls for when people are in the buying or selling of homes in your area. Spring and summer in particular, When there's a time change, that's a good time to also be calling. Also, you're reminding them to change the battery in their smoke alarms. A closing date anniversary, if your database, keeps track of closing dates when past clients have closed, it's obviously a congratulations, you're in your second anniversary, your third anniversary, or if you happen to have their birthday. So again, the idea here is to start getting into a routine. Break up your phone calls. If you got 4 months to make, let's say, 1,000 phone calls, well, that's saying, okay, I got to make 250 phone calls a month. And then when you break that down into 4 weeks in a month, you're saying, well, I really have to make, something like 60 phone calls a week. And so again, when you look at 60 phone calls a week, you're saying, well, it's about 10 phone calls a day. So again, if you break it down into its minute pieces, you say, I can do 10 phone calls. That's not that hard. I can touch base with them. And you got to remember, you might be just leaving voice messages for a preponderance of them, but that's fine. You're putting yourself top of mind 3 times during the most busy seasons or the busiest times of the year when they might be thinking of buying or selling real estate. What happens if you have more than 300 people in your database, such as myself? I use something called phoneburner.com, and let me go over here and see if I can't find Phone Burner for you. This is Phone Burner. I'm not necessarily going to sign into it, but Phone Burner has this free trial. There's no credit card required. If you'd like, you can upload your database. You can try it out. What I like about it is if someone does not answer the phone, I've got my message all pre-recorded. I can just click a button, and while the system is dialing the next person that I want to talk to, the system is also leaving my message on the previous phone caller's voice message. So it's a great little system. I don't have to wait for the message to be played or for it to be, to be finished. It moves on to the next call, moves on to the next call, moves on to the next call. And obviously when there's a live answer, it pauses and lets me have my wonderful live conversation. So again, Phone Burner I find to be very effective. Try it out. They've got some free trial offer. Imagine what your business would look like if you made an additional 300 calls a month. And all it took was a total of about 5 hours or about an hour and 15 minutes a week. I mean, that's what Phone Burner is doing for us. I mean, it's reducing the time frame that it takes us to make these phone calls. And we get through hundreds of phone calls in a month, in a week, which we would not be able to do without phoneburner.com. Let's move on to emailing. Again, emailing, some people will email weekly, some people twice a month, some people once a month. I think that it's okay to be emailing twice a month to your database. It's not like you're in their face every week. I use something called Follow My Clients. It's a free CRM. I'm going to show you an example of it here. The emails go out in the realtor's email. It's a system that I provide to you guys free of charge. What's beautiful about it is not in Glen's email. It's in your email. So it goes out as if it came from Aaron Bovio. Aaron, I assume you would prefer that if an email is going to go out to your database, that it said it came from Aaron and not from Glen Marino.
Yes, definitely.
And then the other thing that we all like is, in some of these CRMs, we've got to create our own content. Here, this CRM comes with 2 years of content, and I'll show you the campaigns. I'm not going to show you all 2 years worth of material, but we can take a look at some of the sampling. And it's a set it and forget it system. We upload your database. You determine the frequency, weekly, monthly, semi-monthly, and it goes, and obviously you're going to get a copy so you see what goes out to your database in the event that one of your clients, calls you up and says, hey, this was a really cool thing that you sent out to me. What it also allows you to do is you can also send out what's called a special email. What I mean by that is, let's say you want to do a video on how home ownership just got so much easier with low interest rates and up to $10,000 in down payment assistance. This is the time to buy, call to action. And you want to shout it out that it's not just for you, it's for your sons and daughters, your brother or sister. They need to know that these rates and the time is now to be looking at purchasing a home. If you did that, we can, if you did the video with me, we would render it and we would send it out to your database. Let's say you did a flyer. Let's say, you designed a flyer and you said, this is a really cool flyer. That I'd love to get this message out that maybe it's about what is your home worth? In today's real estate marketplace, there's more buyers, that are now out looking at homes. Housing prices are starting to move back up again. Is this the time? Are you in the next 12 months thinking of selling? I've got some good news in your neighborhood. Contact me at this number, to get a valuation on what your home is worth. Again, that can be all put out there in the form of a message. If you don't want to do a video, but you want to do a special message, all I would ask is type it up, send it to me, and what we'll do is we'll upload it into the messages for your database, and out it will go to your database. So let's take a real quick peek at what Follow My Clients looks like. So I'm going to go over here. If we go over here to Follow My Clients, there is something over here called campaigns. Okay, so let's just view the campaigns. And the very first one here, do you see where it says Realtor to Client? The very first one on the left-hand side here?
Yep.
Realtor to Client. You see that, Aaron?
Realtor to Client 2.
Yep. And you see it says 52 messages. So that means it's set up to go out weekly. There's 52 weeks in a year. But if we send it out every other week, now we've got 2 years worth of drip material. Okay. And so again, if we view this campaign, which I just clicked on, we'll be able to see some of the campaigns, and it's not all real estate. It's going to be more like a tip of the month type of approach. So if we look at messages, like for example, the very first one, real estate related, getting ready to sell. The next one is edible treats, a reason, a season, a lifetime, car 54, the 10-minute pick-me-up, the magic of vinegar. I mean, vinegar cleans a lot of surfaces in households. Again, you as a realtor, you're giving them some tips. So again, if you ever want, in order for us to look at what's being said, getting ready for sale, no matter what time of year, what season we're talking about, creating a good first impression for potential buyers could be at the top of your list when you're getting ready to market your home. A great first impression begins on the outside. It's an important way to let everyone know you care about details, and just a couple of those details create subtle encouragement to look further. I'm not going to read the rest of it, but again, these are the types of messages that are available under this campaign. The campaign itself, let's see if we can't see what the email actually looks like. Here is one of our realtors, Elijah Reese. It goes out with your picture. You notice up here, it says this email came from Elijah Reese. So it's going out. I happen to be in his database. So it's hi, Glenn. And then he's got this beautiful email. It's got Elijah. It's got all of his contact information. It's got his logo. And we are co-branded at the bottom. So again, kind of a nice, well laid out little email, one pager. It keeps you top of mind, very professional looking. For those of you that would like to take advantage of, just put into the chat box, Glenn, contact me. I'd like to take advantage of this free CRM. I'd like to get my database going. I'd like to be able to stay in contact with them over the next 2 years. So that's that's a little bit of what that is going to look like with that CRM. So let's go back to my PowerPoint.
So after the 2 years, Glenn,
After the 2 years, then what we can do is you remember there was other campaigns, like there was Realtor to Clients 1. You go to Realtor to Clients
Okay.
1. So there's probably about 40 different campaigns in there. So 2 years later, you're going to go to to the Realtor 1. A year later, you're going to go to some other campaign, and just keep staying in front of that database. Again, email your database twice per month. Don't send real estate all the time. And again, that CRM that I just showed you, it is not all real estate. Yeah, it starts out with getting ready for sale, but at the same time, Vinegar Magic or other types of little tidbits of cute tips are in those emails that are going out. It makes people smile. It makes people thanks for that thoughtful email. You're going to get some responses from your database because they're going to like what you send them. You can also do video marketing. It's a social lubricant. I love video. I love doing videos. I like sending them out to my database because it makes me more personable. They get to know my personality. They get to know who I am. They get to know my passion. And again, what I find is it's easiest to do a video with a buddy. Call me your buddy. I'm really good at doing videos with realtors. And so it takes the spotlight off of you as to what to say. And, we keep the conversation going back and forth. And before you know it, we've got a two-minute video completed. What else can you bring to your database? These are what I call the special. These are the special emails. Remember, we've got this, Aaron, we've got the campaign running, right? Twice a month, middle of the month, end of the month, middle of the month, end of the month, we're sending out the campaign. But now we can send them what's happening in Tampa Bay, what's happening in Orland Park, what's happening in Naperville, what's happening in Chicago. Pretty easy to do because all we got to do is, go to Google and type in what's happening this weekend. And then what we can do is do a short little video. You can do it right on your cell phone. And what we can do is render it and we can send it out to your database saying, hey, it's Aaron. This weekend, there's going to be this really cool particular show or event going on. Don't miss it. Hey, I'm going to be there myself. I look forward to seeing you there. Again, you need a smartphone, which all of us have one. You're going to put it up in YouTube. I would suggest no editing, especially, to get it, in order that it gets rendered. It does not have to be perfect. People realize that we are people and that we sometimes misspeak. So don't worry about it not being a perfect video. And at the very end, there's always a short call to action. So whatever it is that you're communicating, what's happening in Naperville, at the end, you're saying, just remember, I help people buy and sell real estate. Should you or someone be in the marketplace in the next 12 months to buy or sell real estate, please call me, Aaron, at 630-123-456 or, ebovial@gmail.com. Very cool things. You're out there giving them some great information, but always have a call to action with your contact information. Again, we talked about how you can go about getting information that you want to share with your database or that you want to do a special email. And again, once you get into Google, it's going to tell you what's happening with sponsored events or events in and around your area. With video marketing, again, all you need to do is have a smartphone. Most smartphones these days are allowing you to upload it to YouTube. You can grab that link in YouTube. Once it's uploaded, you can then put it into your Facebook, put it into Twitter, put it into LinkedIn. You can put it into all your social media sites. If that, I recommend that you do that. And it's pretty easy once you have that link. And then again, obviously also email it out to your database. Again, if you look here, here's an example of Carl White, someone that I know very well. He did a little short video, and what he did was he clicked share this video, this little button down here, share this video, and then down here in the blue area, that's the link that he's able to copy and paste into Facebook, into Twitter, into LinkedIn with a picture of, of what the video is about, and, bringing people to it, a call to action. Hey, let me tell you what's happening. In fact, here's an example of what he put out as an example video email. See you this weekend was the subject matter. Hey, wait till you see what I found that's going on in Naperville this weekend. Short little copied and pasted in an image, and then here's the link from YouTube. He happened to mask it, but you can just put in the link. You can say, click this link to see this short 2-minute video of what's happening in Naperville. See you out on the town, Aaron. Fairly easy. Keep it simple. One shot, no editing, no bumper music. This isn't, this isn't Hollywood. Shoot outside around a nature scene or in front of one of your listings. That would be kind of cool. That, hey, I'm here at 123 Main Street. This thing was just listed, this week. It's listed for X amount of dollars and is 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. And I just wanted to share with you a couple things that are going on in Naperville this weekend. This weekend, there's the Air and Water Show or whatever else, whatever is going on that you just wanted to share with them. It's just one simple thing. You don't have to give them that there's 10 events going on. Keep it simple. You then post it on YouTube, or what you can do is do a video sandwich. If you're a little camera shy, so and again, I've got a whole class on this, so I'm kind of giving you the Reader's Digest version. So again, you can post it on YouTube, but you can also do what's called a video sandwich, in which you're going to have to record your intro, you'll have to record your call to action, but your viral video can be something that is humorous. I think humor, makes people smile. Aaron, have you ever received a funny video from your friend? You kind of, kind of smile.
Yes, almost every day.
Well, think of it this way: if you smiled or chuckled, and what if you had 500 people in your database, and you sent it out to 500 people, and the subject of the email was, "This brought a smile to my face. I hope I hope it does the same for you." And then you were able to send out this cool little video. An example is Charlie Bit My Finger. Aaron, have you ever seen the video Charlie Bit My Finger?
Yes, I have. That is definitely one of the viral videos, and it's hilarious.
And you know what it is? It doesn't matter. I mean, when I do a class on this, I bet 2/3 of the class have not seen it, but it's got millions and millions of views. And those that have seen it, I go, when you see it again, does it make you laugh?
Yep.
And everybody says, yeah, it makes me laugh again and again. So again, over here, let's just take a quick peek. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but let's just see if I've got Charlie Bit My Finger up here. Going to YouTube. Okay, so here is my YouTube channel. And here is down here, it's a 2-minute little video, and it's a video sandwich. I will play just the intro part of it because it's not real long from the realtor. I'll fast forward to the end and show you what the realtor had to put at the end of the video. And in between, we put in the sandwich, we put in the viral video that didn't require the realtor to say anything. So let's just click on Charlie Bit My Finger. Let me get to the beginning of this so that it makes more sense to you guys. Okay, here's the beginning of it.
We can't hear him talk, but
I'll see if I can. And for those, most of us have seen this before, so I'm going to fast forward to the end here where Sam comes back on.
Yeah, you can't hear it still.
Oh, that's too bad. He's doing a call to action right now. He says, I know you're smiling. I know you're feeling good. He says, so if you're feeling good about buying or selling real estate, contact me, Sam, and there's his phone number, there's his Gmail. So that's all he really had to say. So I'll stop it here. The key was at the very beginning, Sam just said, hey, this video that I'm sharing with you, put a smile on my face. I hope it does the same for you. Enjoy. Then we put Charlie Bit My Finger on, and everybody's smiling and laughing at the end. And then comes back Sam or the realtor, and he says, I know you're smiling now. I know you're laughing. He says, and if you're feeling good about buying or selling real estate, contact me, Sam, and his contact. It's not a lot of words. It's not a lot of, that the realtor has to do. It's something that I'd be more than happy to help you guys put together a viral video in a sandwich form, so you don't have to be in front of the camera for any length of time. So it's just an offer that's out there. Again, if somebody wants to do a viral video, just put in the chat box, hey, Glenn, I'd like to do a viral video with you. Let's set up a date and a time to get together and render that video. All right. Don't spend hours wasting your time when you can farm the stuff out. Let's say you decided, I don't really need Glenn to edit the video and to create the video sandwich. I can do it myself. That's terrific. And so I offer to you what's called this resource called Fiverr, 5 with 2 R's. And for like $5, there's multiple people. If you put, hey, I've got a video and I need it edited. I want those captions to come up. I want my name, Sam Masil. I want it to be Home Smart Realty. I want my cell phone number. I want my Gmail address in there. You send all that stuff through to this person at Fiverr. It'll cost you $5 for them to put that video in great condition for you. They send it back, you owe them $5. So again, just an offer to you guys as to how you can not spend hours trying to do something that you may not be very talented at, yet for $5, it's well worth the time and the effort. What do you need for your first video? You need a smartphone. You need to know what to say, such as, is it going to be a video sandwich with Charlie Bit My Finger or some other video, viral video? Again, I go into YouTube all the time and I go, funny video, and there's dozens and dozens of them. The key is, don't put a 10-minute funny video out there. Nobody's going to watch a 10-minute video. Try to keep, the funny part of it, or any type of, I'm going to call it viral video, sandwich video. Make it, no more than 2 minutes. That way people will stay from the beginning to the end. Where to post it? You're going to post it in YouTube. You're going to put it in your Facebook, and you're going to email it out to your database. Again, this is all part of being the special email, Aaron, that would go out to your database. So again, I can see, Aaron, could you see yourself possibly doing some videos, throughout the remainder of this year, and maybe you want to share it with your database?
Yes.
Be kind of fun, wouldn't it? I mean, it makes you more of a person. It personalizes you and gets you out there in front of that database. And it's also super cool to do it in combination with your loan officer, especially if his name's Glen Marino, because Glenn loves to talk in front of a camera. So you could do a video sandwich with a loan officer and then send it out to your database. Again, call me or put in the chat box that you want to do a combo video with me, and it'd be my pleasure to set up time to do that with you. And so here is one that we did with Bev Callison of Home Smart. It was, it was an invite to, to your database, to a humorous educational video. As you see here, Bev was wearing a hard hat that day, and it was all about, is it hard to get a home loan? And again, I'll just show you a brief clipping of it as we Oh, here's an example. I'll get to Bev's video, but this is what Bev. You notice this here, Aaron. This says Bev and Kev Team Callison. So again,
Yep.
this is a special. She wanted to let the database know that they could buy a home for as little as 1%. That it means a $200,000 home can be bought for only $2,000. So this was sent out to the database. Your journey toward home ownership just got easier. See if you qualify for down payment assistance. And then obviously there was the Bev and Kev team and their contact information, and then we were co-branded on that special card that she sent out. Again, if we go back, let me see if I can show you the video. I think this is it here. Yeah, this is the video. So here she is, and again, I won't play the whole thing for you guys, but let's at least show the beginning of it because it's quite humorous.
Yeah, you can't hear it again.
Again, since you guys can't hear what's being played, the long and the short of it was Bev wore this hard hat because she was asking, hey, I hear it's really hard to get a home loan. And then she takes the hard hat off and she puts her hands inside the hard hat and she says, we've got to make it easy. We've got to make it easier for people to get into homes these days. And so then we go into the discussion of the low in interest rates, the $6,000, the $7,500, and the $10,000 that was available for down payment assistance. And she's just a hoot and a half to have in front of a camera. So it was just an enjoyable little video. We sent it out to her database, and she was thrilled that she was able to get that out in front of her database. So how do we measure success when we're emailing? Well, our initial goal is if we can get 14% open rate, we're doing well. Getting your openers to follow your call to action is obviously the final goal. And again, so some people say, so how often should I email so that I have openers that people will follow it? Well, if you write garbage, don't ever send it out. I mean, you got to be able to. You got to have a nice message. You got to have a nice call to action. Meaning that if you're bringing $100 bills, if somebody said to you every day, hey, Aaron, click on this link and go get yourself $100, would you click on the link every day?
Yes, every day.
Every day. And the same thing is true in email delivery. If you've got a great message, if you've got something that is valuable, and again, I personally believe that rates as low as 2.875 on an FHA loan makes a lot of people homeowners. And if I can put somebody into, I'm very passionate about the fact that, and I want to get a message out there that if I can help someone buy a $250,000, a $300,000 home for as little as $3,000, because that's all IDA requires, that you put in 1% of the purchase price of your own funds. That if I can get somebody into a $300,000 home for $3,000, that's equivalent to possibly their first month's rent of $1,500 and their security deposit of another $1,500. So which is it? Would you like to give your landlord $3,000, or would you rather give $3,000 into the transaction as part of your equity, as part of your down payment contribution, and the remainder can come from IDA and possibly the seller? So again, that's why I kind of, just me, I am more than happy to get good news twice a month. I'm more than happy to email out to my databases twice a month, letting them know I've got some good news for them that could be $100 bills. Take advantage of it. So I'm going to show you some charts. We'll go through them real quickly. The effective spending frequency versus the unsubscribed rate. The average sends per month. Here is, if you send out twice a month, there's going to be about 0.4% that they would unsubscribe, and yet as you get more frequent, if you're to do 4 times, you're starting to have them, the unsubscribed rate actually drops as a percentage, even though you're continuously emailing to them. I find that quite interesting. I guess their decision really comes in the very beginning. If your message is important at the very beginning, then the odds of them unsubscribing as you go along is going to become less and less. The day of the week to send out. Obviously, more people are going to open up your emails if it's here's Sunday and here is Saturday. So Saturday and Sundays are big days, and the other big day is Wednesday. So maybe it's a hump day that they're paying attention more to their emails and are willing to open them, but definitely the weekends, and it makes common sense, right? They have more time on their hands. What day of the week versus when will they unsubscribe? Emails being sent out on Tuesday seem to have a higher rate of being to unsubscribe me from this email versus on Thursdays, it seems to have the lowest unsubscribe rate. So again, just giving you some facts that you might use for when do I actually send out special emails. Time of day, looks like 7 o'clock-ish seems to be the high point, for click-through, for people to open them, for people to look at your email, versus at 3, 4, or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They're thinking of going home. This is the end of the day. This is not the time to be, giving me brand new information. But at the start of the day with a cup of coffee in my hand, I'll be opening up my emails. I might click through and see what you got. Effective subscriber recency versus click through. Again, this is days since they subscribed or since they're on your campaign. As the days go by, there's a tendency to unsubscribe unless you're able to give them new and fresh information. I happen to think that the campaigns are fresh and new. I happen to think your special emails are new. As long as you're bringing them $100 bills, they're going to continue to stay your fans. They're going to stay subscribers. They're going to stay on your campaigns. Again, focus on the $100 bills, the great message. Focus on bringing great information to your fans. Some will opt out. So what? I mean, this world is not perfect. Of 1,000 people that you might email out to, some are going to unsubscribe. Get a yes or a no. There is no money in the maybes. By you sitting on the sidelines saying, oh, should I or shouldn't I do an email campaign? There's no money in that. It's those that say yes, those that click through to your landing pages, those that say, I'm going to, Aaron, contact me. I'd like some more information about what my home is worth. These are yeses and nos. Don't leave all the wealth on the table based on the fear that everybody's going to be opting out if I start sending out emails. Everybody in your databases will not opt out. So let's turn to we've gone through 2 of the 3 so far. Let's now look at Snail Mail, and that is monthly. We did the 3 times a year phone calling to our database, possibly using Phone Burner. Then we've got emailing, we've got campaigns, and we've got special emails that could be videos, or it could be a flyer that you create and that I upload and we send it out to your database. But if we do Snail Mail, once a month, we're basically personalizing ourselves a little bit more than just an email. And here is your 1 through 12. Here's your 12 months. In the first month, you might send out something, I was thinking about you. Hey, I was thinking about you. I wanted you to know that in today's marketplace, with all that's going on in the crazy world, that the interest rates are so very low. And the lower the interest rate, the more affordability a home is for you, for your sons, for your daughters, for your family and your friends. I was thinking about you and I thought you should know about it. You have a great day. If I can be of any help, please contact me. And again, throw in your business card, send it off to them. The second month, Superman letter. I'm not going to go through all 12 because there's a repeat of this, but Superman letter, a testimonial. Superman means Superman, Superwoman. Hey, I just want to let you know I helped out these couple, young couple. They had a 580 credit score when I first met them. My team helped them improve their credit score up to 645. We were able to get them up to $10,000 in down payment assistance. We helped them buy a $200,000 townhouse. They had to come up with $2,000. They are so thankful, so helpful. Thought I would just share this with you. If I can help you, your family, your friends, please contact me. Put your business card in there. Again, third month, I was thinking about you. Here you can, let them know I was thinking about you because this down payment assistance program just changed where the income limitation is no longer a household limitation. It's just a borrower income limitation of $106,920. If $10,000 would help make you a homeowner, let me help you. Contact me at this number, throw in your business card. And again, I'm a real person just like you, and I'll stop here. That's to make you, just like them, saying that, I at one time was also fearful of purchasing a home, or I, like you, have had stains in my rugs from my kids, and I learned that the magic of vinegar is a great cleanser for the home for these types of spills. Please take advantage of that. Again, you're just trying to make them, relate that, you're a real person just like them, however you want to relate that to them, and just send it out to them. Again, putting you top of mind, making you not just a person behind an email, but that you're a real live person, that you care about them. Okay. Here's one that Carl White was using. He sends out an I like you. He probably sends that out once every quarter. Again, I don't know if you want to say I like you, but I kind of like the one where it says I was thinking of you. I think it's a little more polite than I like you. Some people might take offense to that. So again, let's wrap this up and let's summarize. Marketing to your databases. Call them 3 times a year. You will be amazed at how much business there is from the people you've done business with in the past, all your prospects, all your people that you've ever got in your Gmail, your Yahoo, or your Hotmail. By all means, download those databases and get them going into some sort of call routine or into phone burner and start making those phone calls. If it's not them, it might be a family member or relative or business associate. Email automatically. Set it and forget it. Let it send out twice a month. And obviously underneath there, subset is, and whenever you decide to do a video, to do a flyer, and you want to send that out to your database, let's get together. Let's send it out to that database. And then last but not least, snail mail once a month. Make yourself a little more personable. Let them know a testimonial. Let them know you're thinking of them. Give them an example of how you're thinking of them, and therefore put in your business card and tell them that, reach out to me. Let me help you. Let me help your family members. Let me help your friends and your business associates, and I can be contacted at this number. Aaron, any thoughts here about calling, emailing, snail mailing? Does this make sense to do this, and do you think that you might be able to get some additional business?
Yes, I think it's a great idea. I'm struggling with staying top of mind, and I've never had a plan in place to do this. So calling 3 times a year, that does not seem unreasonable as long as I can put it in my calendar. Yep. I love the drip campaign. I do have a couple questions on the CRM that you provide.
Sure, go right ahead.
So with a few of the other slides with the open rates and the unsubscribes, does the CRM have the capability of tracking any of that, or is it just very basic that it just? It's going to be
it's going to be very basic. Yeah, I'm going to say that it's going to be very basic. It's not going to give you a lot of statistical data. It's going to allow. It will let you know who is unsubscribing. So, but I mean, beyond that, it's going to be a means by which to get your message out to your database. But it's not going to give you a lot of who's open and who hasn't opened.
Okay. So when it tells you the unsubscribe, that actually tells you the person? It doesn't just say a number?
Yes, it tells you who it is.
Okay, cool.
So what's your other question?
For the snail mails, I saw your list. Now, is there a template of what actually we should write, or do we just make that up on our own?
You kind of make it up on your own. I mean, these are just some suggestions of Glenn, you know, up to 10,000 in down payment assistance. I was thinking of you. Do you have a son, a daughter, a family member that, you know, might be in the marketplace in the next 12 months? I like using 12 months because, you know, a lot of times you'll get an answer of, no, I'm not in the marketplace now, you know, in the next 2 weeks. No, I'm not doing it. But if you allow their mind to expand and say, do you anticipate selling, you know, buying or selling in the next 12 months? Do you have a son or a daughter that's thinking of buying or selling in the next 12 months? They go, well, you know, maybe, yeah, I can see possibly, you know, Anna Marie might be in the marketplace to be buying a home. So again, these are just suggestions. And again, if you guys want, I can be a sounding board. You can send me copies of your script or what you might be thinking of sending out. I'd be more than happy to edit it, modify it, send it back to you and say, I would include this, I would take out that. And once you approve it, we can then send it out to your database. I always send everything with a picture. You know, if you're going to send out, say you don't want to do a video, but you think, hey, I want to send something out about this is a great time of year to, you know, think of selling your home. I've got this great 90, you know, you've got this report now. Maybe not everybody on this call does, but you've got this report, 90 things you should never neglect, that you can't neglect when selling your home. You can send it out to your database and say, hey, if you're thinking about selling in the next 12 months, I was thinking of you. I got this really great report, 90 things you shouldn't neglect when selling your home. Contact me, shoot me back a reply, shoot me an email, shoot me a text. Let me know that you'd like it. I'd be more than happy to send it out to you. Well, obviously, you know, there's going to be some people that might want that report. It's a free report. And now all of a sudden you've got some leads of people that are thinking about possibly selling in the next 12 months. So use this as, you know, just a basis by which to perk your mind and then, you know, go from there. And I'd be more than happy to help you with what to say.
Okay, perfect.
Any other questions?
No, but since you brought it up, I think I want to do a post today on social media for the rate for IDA. And you said that was 2.875.
It is, but the thing we have to be careful of, and what I'll do is after the call here, what I'll do is if you put a rate out there, if you advertise an interest rate, you have to then also put in the APR. And I'll do that. I don't know what the APR is. I mean, it's going to be 3 point something, but let me get you an APR, and then the interest rate and the APR has to be the same font size. So don't put out there 2.875 in 24 pitch, bold, and then you know, the APR is in 8 inch or 8 point pitch. So yeah, I'll get you that.
Make a little graphic for me, and then I can post it.
Yep, I'll be more than happy. I just have to go into my loan origination system, and because what it does, just so everybody knows, the difference between the interest rate and the APR is it takes into consideration any of the good faith, they used to be called good faith estimate charges that are finance related. And so we're going to put those in there, and the system's going to come back with the stated rate of 2.875 is a APR of, and with FHA, which is kind of crazy, we all know that there's what's called an upfront mortgage insurance premium. That's included in the APR. So, I mean, it is going to boost it from 2.875 into the low threes, but I just thought I'd let you know that I'll get you that. And then then you're at liberty to go ahead and then put that out there, encouraging people that with the low interest rate, this might be a good time to see if your income qualifies to buy you that dream home.
Yep, that sounds awesome. Thank you, Glenn.
You're welcome. Let's just take a look then in the chat box and see if there's any other questions here that I can answer. So let's go over here. Let's look at the chat. I had a spreadsheet for Barb, no problem. Will the PowerPoint be available? Absolutely, going out to everybody. I would love a virtual video, great. So we'll line all those up. You guys have been great today. I appreciate you being here. If you need any help with implementing any of these, please feel free to contact me. And once again, here's my call to action. I am in the mortgage business, and I'm helping to grow your business. I hope that you would in turn help me grow my business, and that is to contact my team. The branch manager is T.Marino, and Tony can be reached at 847-804-1059, or you can be reached by email at t.marino, M-A-R-I-N-O, at gofcm.com. You all have a wonderful day, a great day. Make it a prosperous day, and stay safe. Thanks for being here.
Fun.
You're welcome.